Go to observations. Go to convective outlook. Go to active weather alerts. There you go. There's Hawaii. So click wherever you want. Pick a camera. There's about 150 to choose from. Recon data. Let's open it up. You can see the halves A, halves B hurricane models, obviously. Spaghetti plots. Spaghetti plots, you can see the intensity, right? So this would be a category 1. So some of these storms are becoming category 1. You can see what each model is. This is the coolest weather extension you've ever seen. And it's unreleased. And eventually I'm going to release it, or I'm going to release pieces of it. I want to break everything down super quick. I'm not going to be able to show you guys everything it does because I'm being completely honest, it literally does too much. I'm going to forget things, but I'm going to do my best to break it down. First of all, and probably one of the coolest things is I can just talk to it, obviously. You guys already saw this, but I'll just do it, you know. Go to satellite. Go to observations. Go to convective outlook. Go to active weather alerts. Go to excessive rainfall. Go to fire weather. Go to the Euro model. Go to the GFS. Go to the HRRR. Now, you can also say go to specific parameters. I'm not showing that right now because it works 80% of the time and 20% of the time it doesn't work. I'm still working out kinks, but you can say like, go to the HRRR SIGTOR. Or you can say like, go to the Rufus updraft helicity reflectivity. Or you can say, go to the Euro 500 millibar, go to the Euro 850 millibar. I want you to be able to tell it to go to every single thing in Weatherfront without you ever having to open the sidebar, which it's on the way there, believe me, because it does this stuff flawless. Go to radar. So anyways, that's pretty cool. On the side here, you've got all your storms. And by the way, I think one of the coolest things is, and I'll switch my scenes again so you guys can see what's going on. I think one of the coolest things is the settings. This is the settings. There's so much you can customize anything. If I do shorts, I actually go like this. I turn on this clock and I make it really large because in shorts, you can't see the time or date very well. So I just make the clock very big. Open product card during auto briefings. So let's go to auto briefings. So NIMBY can run an entire stream by herself. Every single time it goes to a new severe thunderstorm warning or flash flood warning, whatever, it'll pull up the product card. This is the product card on the left. So it tells you the location. Is it radar indicated? Is it observed? What's the damage threat? Is it considerable? Is it catastrophic? How much rainfall has fallen for this? If you were to pull the product card up for a severe thunderstorm, it's going to tell you the most important information here: the damage threat, observed or radar indicated hail. It's going to tell you the wind speeds. I got to turn off auto briefings, all that stuff. And this will go through everything. But you can also completely customize how the auto briefing goes. You can just have this running in the background if you really wanted to. So you can say during your auto briefings, just skip. We don't want to go to flash flood. If there's a tornado outbreak, I'm going to go in here and I'm going to say, hey, during auto briefings, don't bring up severe thunderstorms. Don't talk about flash floods. Just strictly rotate between tornadoes. Because some big tornado outbreaks, you can have like 15 to 20 tornado warnings on the ground at the same time. So you can customize and do that. You can also say open the product card, don't open the product card. You can say if you want alerts to pop up, breaking alerts or not breaking alerts. Of course, I want breaking alerts to pop up. There's all sorts of crazy stuff in here. I'm going to miss a bunch of things. You can make the dialogue smaller or bigger. You can make NIMBY smaller or bigger. You can make NIMBY disappear. You can also choose Bolt. There's Bolt. And you have a bunch of different voice styles. So you can make NIMBY and Bolt sound different. You have a bunch of different accents. I'm not going to go through every voice style and accent, so you can customize how they sound. Voice speed, make them talk slower, make them talk faster. It works really well. You can test all their voices and see, you can test all these different things. You can also, here's alert sounds. Customize all your alert sounds. When there's a new flash flood warning that pops up, or a new tornado warning, or if it's a emergency alert, you can customize everything. Key bindings for everything, obviously. In your alert section, you can see right now I have flash flood warnings, and this is, I'm telling it right now to go by importance. Flash flood, considerable flash flood warnings are more important. They're more dangerous. They're more life-threatening than considerable damage threat, severe thunderstorm warnings. This goes by what's the most life-threatening. If there was a tornado emergency, it would be at the top here, obviously. And when the auto briefings are going on, or when NIMBY's hopping between storm, NIMBY knows to hop to the most life-threatening storms first. And if a life-threatening storm is going on and NIMBY's covering a different storm and there's an update, like a storm report that comes in and it's like 100-mile-per-hour wind gust, NIMBY will stop, bring us back to the storm, update us. There was a 100-mile-per-hour wind gust. It was here on this street in this city. Because you can see here, recent official reports, flash flood, 6 east-northeast, New Kingman, Butte, I don't know, Arizona, 3:30 p.m., 58 miles from the warning. So every single storm you click on, you're going to see official alerts that are in here too, the distance, what time they were at. I like knowing the direction a storm is moving, and I like knowing the speed it's moving at. So all of my warnings include southeast at 25 miles here. If you were to just click on the card in Weatherfront, and by the way, shout out to Weatherfront, they're letting me make this extension and use it in Weatherfront. And we're using, this is all on top of Weatherfront, so this is not possible without Weatherfront. This isn't sponsored, by the way, or anything like that. But these cards never show you the direction the storm's going or how fast it's moving. You can open this and try to find it and read in here. But now if you just click southeast at 25 miles per hour, I can easily figure that out. One thing that I'm about to incorporate is I'll be able just to highlight a city, and it'll pop up how long until it reaches that city. Quick. I want things, if I'm doing severe weather coverage, I want things quick.
New severe thunderstorm watch for portions of northeast Colorado, the Nebraska Panhandle, southeast Wyoming. The primary threats include isolated large hail up to 2.5 inches in diameter.
Ooh. And I'm
New severe thunderstorm warning for downtown Mesa.
So we're going to hit take to air. Let's go there. Let's go straight there. Okay. I can turn off breaking alerts. I can mute NIMBY while I'm doing this, which I will. I'm leaving out a bunch of stuff that NIMBY and Bolt can do, but I'm honestly going to forget things. Here's a forecast tab, which is pretty cool. Here's the current conditions around the country. This is updated like literally every 2 minutes. Okay. This is all accurate. It's 81 degrees in Boston with a 57 dew point right now. That doesn't seem accurate. Is it actually 81 degrees in Boston? NIMBY, go to observations. Observation says it's not, but this is official from the NWS. Let's see when it was updated. Updated at 9:02 p.m. So observation says it's not. Oh, you know what? Maybe I'm in. No, that's real-time mesoscale analysis. So real-time mesoscale disagrees, but it is. It says observation says 76. NWS says 81. I trust the NWS. So go to radar. So anyways, you can see temperatures, dew points around the country quickly. There's like 45 of the biggest cities here. It's every region. Texas is its own region. You can see Texas. We have to, you go from like Central Plains, Northern Plains, Rockies, Florida Gulf Coast, Southeast, and then it's just Texas, because Texas could be its own country. Then you can also see, if you wake up in the morning, what's today's forecast right in here. You can see the temperature, the high, the low, color coded so it's easier to see who's the hottest, obviously Texas. Rain percentage. You can see tomorrow's forecast right here. This gets even crazier though. Up at the top here, this is one of the things I recently added. Check this out. We're going to go winter. Well, there's so many cool winter features about this, or that are built into this extension that I haven't really been able to test, but I'm pretty sure they work. Probabilistic winter forecast. I'm going to click on this. It pulls it up. I don't have to switch browsers. It pulls it directly up in here. Expected high end and low end from the National Weather Service. So now there's nothing to look at right now. If there was, you'd be able to see it. Interactive snow map. Say we're covering a winter storm and I want to see what the snow reports are. In Weatherfront, I don't have to leave. I don't have to go to a new browser. We can just open interactive snow map and see the snow reports right here in Weatherfront. So pretty cool. If I want to go to severe, let's quickly take a look at the difference. Let's compare the CIPS, CSU, and SPC hazard probabilities. Right here, you can see SPC, you can see CSU, HRF tornado guidance, mesoscale analysis. All right, let's take a look at every tornado that's ever touched down in the US in Weatherfront. Now this is using ARC GIS. So this is their website, right? You can see it up here labeled. I'm just able to I can just access it in Weatherfront instead of having to go to a separate browser. So here you go. So if we want to go and look at something like, let's see, there's Texas. This is probably the Moore, Oklahoma tornado. It is. This is the Moore, Oklahoma tornado. We can zoom in. Over 200 miles per hour, May 3rd, 1999. All right. And we can go to the topographic map. We can go down and zoom in. You can see where the tornado crossed over. You can do a bunch of cool stuff in this. So this is just, again, it's their site. I'm just able to access it without having to leave Weatherfront. Let's go to climate. Let's look at the stratospheric polar vortex forecast. I have so many bookmarks that I like to use, especially for winter forecasting and severe weather forecasting. And I'm sick and tired of having to dig through my bookmarks every time I want to show you guys something. I don't have to anymore. It's all at my fingertips. There you go. Climate maps. If I want to look at, past data, recent data, MJO forecast. There it is. Updates. Okay. Climate analogs right there. Let's take a look. Tropical. You guys want to take a look at the AI ensembles? Here you go. Let's take a look. What is the Google DeepMind GenCast saying? Let's go to the most updated plot. Go to loop. Here's what it's saying. It has one member bringing a hurricane into Florida. That's interesting. Google DeepMind FNV3. There you go. It has multiple Category 2, Category 3 hurricanes headed towards the southeast coast. Don't worry, it's pretty far out. Nothing to worry about there. Global tropics, hazard outlook, Saharan air layer desert, Arctic shear, Atlantic shear. So everything right at my fingertips here, and then I can go back to city forecast. Changes anytime there's an update to a warning. whether the hail gets bigger, the wind gets stronger, the warnings drop, the warnings, it's all in here. So I can go and see, wait, did that warning drop or is something glitching? It's all kept right there. If I'm covering a severe weather outbreak, but there's one storm that I'm like, that should have a tornado warning. It's probably going to go Tor and it might go PDS or something. I can make my own warnings. So I can go like this and create my own warning, right? And it'll say this is Connor's caution cone. So I'm not faking it like it's from the SBC. What I can also do is say this severe thunderstorm, I'm really watching. It looks like it's about to turn into a derecho or we're about to get a tornado to drop down. I can actually track this storm. I click this little star. And then while I'm looking at other storms, if anything happens, significant happens, or there's any significant upgrade to that storm, NIMBY will take me back to it. Or if I just want to jump back to it, I just click this and it takes me back to my track storm. Originally it was called favoriting a storm, but that sounds weird. Like, oh, let me favorite this tornado. I don't know. So it's just tracking. I don't know why I was thinking that. So that's pretty awesome. Obviously live cams all over the country, right? So there's storms here. Now I want more. We only have about 150 cameras, but we're just going to keep adding anytime we can get live public cameras. It all has to be legal. These have to be public feed. You know what I mean? Let's go here. You can see, we've got a Hawaii one down there. Hawaii's got some cameras down here. This one should be on. There you go. There's Hawaii. So you can just click wherever you want. Pick a camera. There's about 150 to choose from. I want like 400, 500. More in Tornado Alley, more in Dixie Alley. More. If you can't tell, that's the whole theme for this extension. If you're taking a look at the radar, you quickly want to, and I'm live streaming, someone asked for a tropical update. Again, you don't have to go and switch to the satellite over here. NIMBY knows what satellite needs to be here, right? So I'm just going to click here, hit tropical tools, hit sandwich. NIMBY's going to open the North Pacific satellite. That's it. I don't got to go. It doesn't take forever. It switches me to the satellite that needs to be open. Recon data. Let's open it up. Okay. You can see the halves A, halves B hurricane models, obviously. Spaghetti plots. And not only that, let's actually turn off the outlooks. You'll still be able to see the spaghetti plots. Spaghetti plots, you can see the intensity, right? So this would be a category 1. So some of these storms are becoming category 1. You can see what each model is. And if you're wondering what's the timing on these, you can't see the timing. You can always go into here and you can go into recon data. Oh, and you can, let me switch it to miles per hour. There you go. You can actually see the timing on this. So you can see 72 hours. That's about right here. So we could have a landfall 72 hours. Looks like it's going to be potentially August 15th afternoon. So that's going to be around Saturday afternoon. Looks like we could have a category 1 strong tropical storm or category 1 hurricane making landfall in Hawaii. Yeah, you can do this with kind of all the storms and whatnot. So let's take a look here. By the way, Atlantic disturbance 1, 80% chance of development over the next 2 days, 70% chance of development over the next 7 days. We don't need to switch the satellite. We can just go here. Let's just go to water vapor. It'll switch to the North Atlantic satellite. There you go. We don't need to click anything else. You can see down here what we're looking at. So we'll go to video. We'll go to full video. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is actually get the AI model guidance to show up here as well, so that we don't have to. I mean, it's pretty quick to just come in here, right? Go to tropical. Go to Euro guidance. Let's go to the Euro operational ensemble. Update plot loop, and then there we go. Right. That doesn't take forever, but we want it quicker still. The really cool stuff I can't even show you because there's a bunch of cool stuff surrounding emergency alerts, which I can't show you. There's no emergency alerts. There's a bunch of cool stuff surrounding winter. I can't show you. There's no winter storms. The auto briefings are obviously cool. NIMBY can just run a whole entire stream by herself, but I can't show you that. I mean, well, I'm not just going to sit here and show you that. So lots of stuff. Well, a few things still being added, a few things I haven't mentioned. Anyways, that's what's going on. I do want to do a forecast for you guys, but I want to see what's going on with, you've been super busy building this. Yes, that's why I've pretty much disappeared from live streaming.
The flash flood warning remains in effect for San Bernardino, California.
I'll let NIMBY run quietly in the
Life-threatening
background
flash flooding is ongoing or could begin shortly.
while we talk, so that you guys can see what's going on here. And then I'm also going to switch this over to product card, so she can open the product card, and we're going to open storm focus. We're going to take that away so that we can see it like this, and we're going to exit out of spaghetti plots. Oh, one thing I didn't show you guys, and this is the last thing I'll say, and I'm actually reading chat now. And I really like this for people who are trying to learn about weather.
Arizona, the flash flood
and this is why I mean there's so much stuff I keep forgetting about. If I turn on why it matters, anything you click on over here, let me turn off auto briefing. Anything you click on over here, if you're not sure what it means, what it stands for, let's go to the HRRR. Okay, let's go to theta E. It shows, what is theta E? Atmospheric instability. If you read under it, higher values can support stronger, faster growing updrafts. If you go into dew point, you click dew point. What does it show? What's dew point? Low level moisture. Higher dew points provide more fuel for thunderstorms. So every single thing you click on, every single parameter you click on, if you're like, what does this parameter mean? it's going to tell you. There's some stuff I still want to add. There's some stuff where I don't think it gives the right description that I have to fix. Updraft helicity, tornado environment. Greater low-level spin can increase tornado potential when storms remain surface-based. Right here, shear, wind shear, stronger. Wind shear helps thunderstorms organized and persist. So you can turn that on if you want to be educated. Oh, also, you know, we have dynamic. This model, big date at the top with the model, that can become dynamic. So if I'm not moving it, it can shrink down, right, to be smaller. And then if I start moving it becomes bigger. There's so much stuff. I don't even know. There's so much stuff. Go to radar. All right. I just wanted to show you guys what I've been working on. And I'm working on a way to make all this available as well. Might take a little bit. Matt has it. Matt's going to be using it. And the auto briefing too is smart. If it's showing a tornado warning and NIMBY's talking about the tornado warning, it's not just going to show the reflectivity. It's going to show the velocity too. And it's going to zoom in on the velocity of the storm without me doing anything, with my hands tied behind my back. Like it understands you want to look at the rotation in the storm. How close are you to release? Honestly, I don't know if I'm 2 weeks from release or a year from release. I have no idea. I would love for this to release as quickly as possible before fall.